up, Balla Babez? I am back with another video. So today I've had a lot of people ask me how I take care of my hair while, you know, it's colored and bleached and all that. So I'm giving y'all this video. So let's get into it. But if y'all haven't watched my bun tutorial, go watch that. Yeah, cause look. But alright, y'all, I just wanted to tell y'all this before I got into, you know, what I do and all that. If you're trying to grow your hair out and, you know, retain length, me personally, I would not advise you to get color. Just don't do it. Just put that, keep it in your head, but don't do it right now. You know, that can be something for the future. So we're not gonna dye our hair if we're trying to grow our hair and retain length. If y'all haven't watched my hair transformation video, then y'all should go watch that. Thank you. But in that video, I also show like how, you know, I went from a darker color and then to now. So if y'all want to see that, you know, go watch that. But starting off, I didn't just jump into blonde. I kind of tested the waters and I seen like what my hair needed with color, with a lower, you know, with a darker color, no bleach or anything, before I actually, you know, went ahead and bleached my hair. And so once I learned like how I need to take care of my hair, what my hair wanted and needed with the color on my hair, then I was able to, you know, kind of have it on there for a minute and then take baby steps. Because when I started off, I barely had it dyed. Like, it was just a little bit. And then I transitioned into, like, dyeing my whole head. So, yeah, that's just my advice. I would take baby steps into it. I wouldn't just jump right into it. That's just my advice, my personal advice to you guys. So, yeah. And as always, I have my notes on my phone. So if I'm looking at my phone, I'm looking at my notes, okay? So the first tip I have for you guys is moisturize. This is going to be the key to keeping your hair healthy with color on it. Like, it just is no way around it. If you don't moisturize your hair is gonna break. If you don't moisturize your hair is not gonna grow. If you don't moisturize your hair, you're gonna have split ends. It's just, that's just how it is with color. Like, there's no way around it. So really, like, I do the same exact things that I do in my normal day-to-day hair routine. If I had black hair, I would do these steps as well. But moisture is just one of those things that you have to consistently do in order to grow your hair, and especially with color on it if you don't want your hair to break. So what I mean by that is, I mean deep conditions. Like, girl, if you can get at least if you can get 2 deep conditions in a week, like, that would be awesome. Like, awesome. Especially when you first get your color, you know, it kind of has to set. But I feel like when you first get your color, your hair is more prone to breakage because it's fresh, it's brand new, you know. And then normally a lot of people just start doing all this extra stuff to it, but no. You should be deep conditioning once a week, not every 2 weeks, once a week. And if you can, twice a week. So like at the beginning of the week and at the end of the week. That's what I would recommend you do when you first get your hair dyed. But consistently do it at least once a week, you know, later on, after, you know, on down the line. Another thing with moisture, you should like use products that your hair can that your hair will hold. And what I mean by that is, I mean by like hold the moisture. It's a lot of products that just kind of sit on your hair instead of, you know, actually really nourishing your hair and moisturizing your hair. So I would use those products more and kind of put the other products to the side. So, and another tip, a lot of people, they don't really add water to their hair before they like put their oils and stuff on there. And I know a lot of people say like oils don't moisturize your hair, blah blah blah, but at the end of the day, if you do it right, yes, your hair will be moisturized. I mean, it's an oil. So yeah, make sure y'all are spraying your hair with water first before you apply your oil, because the oil will take to that better than just you applying it on there kind of dry, whatever the case is. It just tastes better, and it'll moisturize your hair better. And that tip will lead me to the next tip. And the next tip is stay away from certain products. I know I mentioned, you know, the products in my moisturizing tip, but by this I mean stay away from products that have sulfates and parabens in it. Like, no sis, please do not use products with those ingredients in it. It's just not good for your hair. Then especially with color, they already can be damaging, but then, you know, when you put color in your hair is just, it can be more fragile just all around. So you don't want to use products that's gonna damage your hair and then you already have color on it, and especially with bleach. It just wouldn't be a smart choice. Sulfates and parabens can strip your hair, like, period. And it can just strip your hair from your color and all that kind of stuff. So it could possibly make your color start fading faster. And then, like I said, it'll just strip all the moisture out of your hair. And we need moisture when you have color on your hair. Like I said, that's the key to keeping your hair healthy. And then your hair just won't be as hydrated as it needs to be, because you're literally putting product on your hair that strips your hair from being moisturized. So hydration is key. Like I said, I always tell y'all, keep water on your hair, and put water on your hair before you apply any products, and apply products that are actually moisturizing. So stay away from sulfates and parabens. Tip number 3 is to properly manage your hair. And what I mean by this is your night routine, or even your day-to-day routine. I wouldn't recommend you not sleeping without a satin bonnet or anything on your hair. With color, I would say try to keep your hair detangled as much as possible. Y'all, that was one of the things that I learned when I first put color in my hair. Your hair gets dry so fast, and if you leave your hair in a bun for a certain amount of days and you take it down, you're gonna struggle. You are going to struggle. With color on your hair just stays like dry all the time, and so it stays more dry than normal. And so if you don't consistently detangle your hair with color on it, knowing how dry it can be, your hair is going to be very, very tangled. And so this is why I try, when I wear my bun for about like 2 days, that's it. Like, I don't wear my hair in the same bun for like 4 days, you know. I mean, it happens sometimes, but I mean, my hair is kind of used to the color now, so I don't really have a lot of those problems anymore. But if you're transitioning from, you know, your natural color to bleach and, you know, dye and stuff like that, I would not recommend that. So like I said, detangle your hair as much as possible. And when I say as much as possible, I don't mean like every day. You have to do it every day, because at the same time you don't want to do too much to your hair, because it also can cause breakage and other things like that. So what I mean is, like I said, if you have your hair up in the bun for 2 days, take it down and kind of, you know, detangle it. Or if you don't want to detangle it, just kind of you know, put some oil in it, spray it with water, put some oil in it, and just finger comb through your hair, just to make sure you don't have any knots or anything, because we don't want that, because that's just gonna turn into a big disaster. So yeah, so keeping your hair detangled and sleeping with a satin bonnet on your hair, and your hair keeping your hair tied up and your ends tucked away, that's another big key. You want to keep your ends tucked away, because when you have dye on your hair or bleach, or have bleached your hair, your ends can easily split more than normal too. So you want to keep those tucked away at nighttime, and also wear your satin bonnet and sleep on your satin pillows. Tip number 4 is protein treatments. So for me, I normally do my protein treatments about every 6 to 7 weeks or so. You don't want to overdo it, because that also can damage your hair like very bad. So I would recommend you wait every, like, I'll say 7 weeks. every 7 weeks do a protein treatment. You know, in between you're doing your deep conditions, and then every 7 to 8 weeks do a protein treatment. And what the protein treatment is going to do is going to strengthen your hair, and that's really the main key to protein treatments, especially with color. Color can, you know, weaken your hair and your follicles and stuff like that. So in order to maintain and keep your hair strong and keep it being able to maintain the color, the protein treatment is going to help so much. So I would advise you to do your, you know, keep doing your protein treatments. And yeah.